Hey, when we're out and about, we having to deal with other human beings, right? Other people, period. Whether it be in a workplace, where you just be out, taking care of your business in the store, you buying groceries, you at the bank, you dealing with customers or family, whoever. Just one thing I want you to think about, because this is what I was thinking about. And I was reflecting on as I was preparing myself this morning, and it's that a lot of people, especially I'm gonna say a lot of black people, because this is who really my main focus is on, and it's that there's a lot of black people specifically in the urban areas, in the hood, or however we want to term it, describe it, have mental issues. And a lot of times I don't think we look at it and a lot of times we say, oh, that MF is crazy, or she's stupid, or she crazy, or she got a problem, or this, that, and other. But honestly, it's really more serious than we tend to give it. So, and the reason why I'm saying this is because instead of us getting upset, or instead of us really taking it personal, or becoming defensive and lashing back out, we have to almost become sympathetic or empathetic even, when dealing with a lot of individuals, because a lot of individuals are suffering from traumas that they've never dealt with. I'm saying males, females. I mean, it can be a elder, it can be young people, kids. And here's the thing: everybody experiences things differently, but as well they exhibit their imbalances differently. And here's one of the things I was thinking about too, in association to what I'm telling you right now, is that your body has a natural instinct when dealing with different things, and it's the flight or fight thing. And then the opposite is when you bring it back into a rest state. It's a resting state. That's what the whole take deep breaths, inhale, exhale is all about, is to take you out of the fight or flight state into a resting state, right? It's to calm your body, because your body is naturally designed to defend itself, and a part of defending itself is flight as well. So if it feels that the threat is too great, then it's talking about flight. It's preparing you for both. It's preparing you for fight, and it's preparing you to flee. But here's what I want you to understand about that, is that whenever your body doesn't know, it's two things. Your body doesn't know that when you get upset, when you raise your voice, when you become frustrated, your body doesn't know that you're just frustrated. You're not finna fight nor flight. But here's the thing. So your body is producing. I really want you to go and study this fight and flight thing, because your body produces a lot of adrenaline, which is acid, acidic, right? And when your body does something so much and it doesn't need it, when your body has a certain response that it doesn't need, like overindulgence of the reproduction of dopamine. When you constantly produce this gratifying hormone in your body, it begins to create an addiction, but also it tips your body and give it an imbalance. So therefore, you are functioning in an imbalance, a chemical, a biological imbalance. Now, mind you, I'm not the scholar in this, but I try to know a little bit about different things on the level that I know it. But here's what I always want you to do, no matter what it is I say, and no matter who you listen to, is always go back and do your own research. Don't stop. Don't just take another person's interpretation. Dig, and dig. So now, this is the problem. The problem with all this is that when you have individuals that constantly aggravated, constantly upset, or get upset. And I'm saying, even for myself, there are things I need to work on in regards to things that make me upset, things that frustrate me. And it's because I know that there's a different response. I know that there's a better response. You understand? And it's not just on a social level, but on a personal, biological level. There's a different response that I need to do, that you need to do, that we need to do on a personal health level, from a health perspective, but as well as from a social health perspective. There are things that we need to do in regards to this little things that I'm speaking about. And it's that, one, again, we got to stop taking things so personal, right? Because when you take something personal, it makes you defensive. And when you become defensive, when you get frustrated, when you feel attacked, all that, right? It affects you on a biological, chemical level. It sets an imbalance of chemical in your brain that causes you to react. And whenever you react or try to balance that, your body's automatically trying to balance out the imbalance. And this is what causes you to react. And often you react excessively. You understand what I'm saying? So you're constantly operating in a state of imbalance when we do this. So you set an imbalance within yourself, but also you set an imbalance in the universe with the other person or people that you just responded to or dealt with. You know what I'm saying? So, this is a very in-depth topic and conversation, and I'm just really trying to keep this short because I have an obligation I have to go attend to right now. But I just really want to share this thought with you. It's mainly this here. I want you to be mindful that most people you come across are dealing with a mental illness that they are not aware of. I'm saying even those of us who seem to be very well, because one thing we've learned how to do is adapt. And we've made something that's ill look like it isn't. It's like having a broke leg or a broke ankle or a fractured bone, and we've walked on it for years to the point that we've even created a certain limp to it to make it look natural or normal. When the reason that we walk like that is because that ankle was never healed. It was broken. Right? So likewise, on a psychological level and then on an emotional level, a lot of us are broken, but we've functioned with it for so long, we've made it look like it's nothing wrong with it, when in truth, the thing is still broken. So I just really want you to be mindful of our interaction with people, as well as yourself, your response, your reactions to people, and all of that, and just really work on not allowing yourself to get frustrated, not allowing yourself to be upset. And it takes a lot of understanding yourself, because you have to ask yourself why. It's bigger than it's just frustration. It's bigger than you just don't like a certain thing. It's bigger than I get offended by when people do this, that, or another. It's bigger than I just don't like this and that. You have to get deeper into yourself to understand why, because that is the only way you can uproot the seed that have been planted in you as a youth, that's causing you to respond to people, life, situations, circumstances in the way that you do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying it isn't making you better, it's making you worse, even though you may have perfected it and made it look like it's natural and normal. Peace and blessings.